Hello everyone, welcome to Atman Unleash Your Soul. This week, as you can see, I am in a very scenic place. So I am in Hakone right now. So this is the starting point to Hakone. So basically it's in Japan, and from Hakone this place is called Yomoto specifically, and therein starts a trail which is a very good site for watching Mount Fuji and enjoying a day in the mountains, in the hills, along with a view of Lake Ashi, which is also very scenic. So I am just sitting by the side of one very small stream, and you can see the typical Japanese bridges which are red in color. So there might be some noise also of the flowing water, flowing river, but I thought of making the video here because I think the background is pretty interesting, and like my other videos. So this week's video is about my learnings from Japan. So I have had a close association with Japan, and this is my second visit to this amazing country. And in this video I would be sharing a few things which I have learned from the people of Japan, which are so super cool and awe-inspiring. Be systematic about everything. So from cleaning garbage to getting onto and hopping onto trains, I think they have a standard operating procedure for everything, and when I see that, I realize that it makes life so easy, even for others, even for tourists who are coming in, or outsiders, and even their own selves, so they can optimize their own life by making SOPs. So in terms of garbage as well, they have a specific calendar which states that on which date you can throw away dry waste, on which day you can throw plastic, on which day you can throw vegetables, and if you by any chance miss the day, then maybe you will have to wait for a few more days to throw garbage on another day. So this is something very interesting, and this is just a small example. They have SOPs for almost every smallest thing. Being courteous and being patient. Yes, Japanese people are very humble and very patient. Whenever there is traffic or there is a long queue, I have never seen anybody shout in Japan yet, and this is true. Even after spending almost 2 weeks in Japan, I have never heard sound of cars honking. Can you imagine? I am in a very busy tourist place. It's just near the station. There are cars which are traveling, there are buses which are all over the place, but there is no honking ever. So this is something which is to be learnt from the Japanese people, that whenever they get impatient also, they wait quietly in a queue, or maybe they wait quietly in a traffic jam as well, but they never honk. They are so organized. So from their drawers to their racks to their studies, everything that they do it in a very organized way. So they are also known to pack things up, pack large quantity of things in small boxes and also small suitcases. So they carry very light luggage, but they also have very cool organizers. So what they do is they organize their stuff really well, and if you give them a small room and a small shelf, maybe in a kitchen also, they keep things in a very organized way. So when I have stayed with Japanese people as well, I have seen that the way they leave the kitchen, you should just see. So they clean everything, they make everything, they keep everything in proper place, and they have labelings also for everything. So I think that this is also something which is very cool and very interesting to learn. The other thing that I have found very interesting is their sense of aesthetic. Yes, they like things which are beautiful. So even when they are serving a very small salad or small dish, you must have seen a sushi as well. So even if it is as simple as having one vegetable and some rice, or things like onigiri, which is so simple, that is just rice and seaweed, but the way they present it, the way they wrap it, it makes it look so special. So even when Japanese people gift something, if it is a small pen or a handkerchief, the way they wrap it, the envelope they use, everything is so intricate. So I think their sense of beauty, their sense of aesthetic makes it so beautiful, makes it so unique. So I think that is one of the things which I have definitely learnt. Now coming to the personality aspect, one of the most important things which I have learnt in Japan is how to be busy. So Japanese people always occupy themselves doing something or the other. You will not see them waiting, chatting, or just idling away their time. They always keep working. Either they are working in office or at home, or they are organizing something. It is very difficult to make them sit and just have an intellectual debate or discussion with them, because what they love to do, what they like to do is activity. I think this is also stressed upon in the book called Ikigai, which you have seen, that one of the secrets to a long life is to stay busy. It's also important that every time you cannot do something which is purposeful, right? You have to do the dishes, you have to do your own laundry, you have to keep your room organized. And I think I have never seen somebody who's Japanese and also who's inefficient, or who is lazy for that matter. So they like working, they keep themselves engaged, and I think that is one of the secrets to longevity as well, that you keep yourself busy, you keep yourself engaged, and you work on something. Either you are doing a gardening work, or you're organizing your own room, or you're doing your laundry, you're doing your dishes. Whatever they do it with equal level of efficiency and equal level of willingness. So that is something I absolutely appreciate about Japanese people. The last point goes without saying, and that is their sense of punctuality. Yes, in Japan, never ever will you see a local train be late even by 1 minute. If it is late by a minute, a token is issued to every person. So yes, Japanese people are always punctual, they're always on time. So in Japan, it remains a very big struggle even for me, because they never reach before time. So they'll not reach 15 minutes before time. They'll never ever reach after time. They reach exactly on time, maybe 2-3 minutes before, but usually they reach absolutely on time. And I always use this statement that in Japan, people always reach on time, but they are never in a hurry. But in India, people are always in a hurry, but they never reach on time. So absolutely, this is no disregard to any Indian sentiment, but I think there are a few things in Japan which I have learnt, and I have tried to imbibe these things in my day-to-day life. I know at times it gets very difficult as well, but I think imbibing these practices actually goes a long way in taking something from a culture which has taught the world so much. And I also think that through this video you will be able to see a perspective of Japan which is just about the people of Japan, and not only the tourist attractions or the kind of food they eat. Of course, I'm a big fan of Japanese food as well, so that is a topic of another long video, because that is my favorite cuisine. But yes, when in Japan, it's always a learning experience for me, and I hope that whenever you are in Japan, you will be more observant towards a few of the practices which I have said in today's video. Thank you so much. Arigato gozaimashita. Sayonara from Hakone. See you again next week with an equally inspiring and positive video, and until next week, don't stop dreaming.